What's up, guys? So, are you ready to be disappointed? Um, Today I'm talking about the 2021 Wethepeople Nova. Now, this bike is not very impressive, but that's because it's a lower end bike. It's designed for beginners. It's not designed for the Matt Rays and the Garrett Reynolds and the Daniel Sandovals of the world. It's designed for those guys who are just starting out in BMX. Like Wethepeople says, it's a entry level bike. So let's talk about it. Let's get right into it. The Dumpster Bomb mission. Growing BMX by making it fun and easy to understand. For some of us, it's an escape. For others, it's a passion. But for all of us, it's a lifestyle. You're gonna love this sport. I'm glad you're letting me teach you everything that I know about it. So first, let's talk about what Wethepeople says about the bike. Wethepeople says, bringing Wethepeople quality to a lower price point for 2021 is our entry-level shredding machine that is available in 5 incredible colorways and 2 top tube options. The Nova features a super short 12.5-inch oval chainstay and responsive 26mm offset fork, allowing it to not only feel just like the bikes are pro team rides, but also make it much easier to progress your riding even further. Okay, so they didn't really go too in depth. They didn't really hype it up too much. They just said, hey, this is our entry level bike. It's just like the pro team rides, and it's going to make progressing a lot easier for you. This is kind of true. The geometry is similar to pro level bikes. The quality, however, is not even close. This is a very low quality entry level bike. I don't want you to feel like you got misled because like I said, the geometry is there. The quality is not, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Let's talk about colors. No. Let's talk about price and then colors. This bike is $399. This is, $100 away from that $500 price point and about $60 cheaper than the Kink Whip, which is a full chromoly bike. Not like Kink didn't pay me to say this, but for $40 or for $60 more, you can get a full chromoly bike with double wall rims. That's all I'm going to say. We're going to keep this focus to the Nova and you can make your own decision. Okay. A cool thing here is that it does come in 5 different colors. I mean, technically, 5 different colors, okay? It comes in laser green, matte raw, ultraviolet, matte black and white, and then matte black. The matte black and white is kind of cool because half one tire is black, half one tire is white. So if you look at it from one side, it's black. If you look at it from another side, the tires are white. That's kind of cool to me. So it's really nice that there's a lot of different color options. I think that's great, especially when you're starting out, because you want to get a bike that associates with you, right? Like a color you can vibe with, a color that matches your personality or your riding style or whatever. Colors on beginner level bikes are very important for the rider, but also for the company, because if they want to sell bikes, they need to choose bikes that are going to have colors that people want to buy. Now, let's talk over the specs real quick and see if there's actually anything good on here. Hold up. If you've watched this far, you probably enjoy what I'm talking about. If you're looking for a bike and you want this to be a lot easier than scouring the internet for hundreds of different reviews and looking at different specs, you can get a free BMX bike recommendation from me. All you have to do is click the link in the description, fill out a form, and then I will send you back a PDF that has 3 bikes that are perfect for you. It's going to take out a lot of the guesswork and it's going to make your life a lot easier while you're shopping for a bike. So make sure that you do that and save yourself some time. Let's get back into the video. So looking at the specs, I don't see anything super impressive. Nothing that you'd want to brag about, okay? The top tube options, well, I'll talk about that in geometry actually. So all I see here is high tensile steel, single wall rims, low quality, like I mentioned before. And you'll see salt in the parts package. And these are not salt aftermarket parts. These are just salt parts, like Salt manufactured these. So when you see things like Salt Nova cassette hub. It's not an aftermarket Salt hub. It's a Salt made the hub for the Nova. And this is kind of misleading. I don't know. Maybe it makes sense to you guys. But for me, I know if I was a beginner rider and I saw that and I was aware of Salt as an aftermarket brand, I would think, oh, dope. Aftermarket Salt parts. This bike's really good. That's not the case, guys. This bike is manufactured by Salt. They're lower quality parts designed, mass produced for the Nova. So what that means is that they're not aftermarket. Okay. So I don't think We the People is doing this to try and mislead you. I just think that they put this there and, Salt made them, but either way, don't get misled. These are not aftermarket parts on here. Everything else that I see though, there's nothing special that stands out. The double wall rim or the single wall rims, high tensile steel bike, and just lower quality stuff in general. All right, so let's talk about the geometry. One thing that I do like about this bike is that there's two different top tube sizes. Choose between a 20-inch and a 20.5 inch. The 20-inch is good for those riders who are just starting out and transitioning from 18-inch bike to a 20-inch bike. 20.5 inches for those riders anywhere from like 5'3" to 5'9". Google the Dougster Bob size guide to see which size is right for you, because it'd be really bad if you got the wrong size, and your height depends on your riding style, your height, all kinds of different things. So hit the size guide and make sure that is a good choice for you. The chainstay is a very short 12.75 inch chainstay. This is going to provide you a snappy and responsive feeling. Manuals are going to be easy to get up into, a little bit harder to control though. A lot of beginner bikes have a longer chainstay just because the stability and the balance is a more important aspect of it. However, We the People decided to go with a short responsive chainstay for the Nova. I don't know why, but hey, they're doing it. That's what's going on, okay? Head tube angle is 75 degrees. That's what most head tube angles are. It's not very steep. It's not very mellow. It's just right there in the middle. The standover height is 8.38. This is a pretty compact standover height. It's not super tall, so it's going to be harder to pinch your seat for bar spins. It's going to be harder to grab your seat for toboggans, but it will make foot jam whips and tail whips easier in the long run. All right, so let's talk about the street score, the park score, the dirt score, the quality score, the look score, and the overall Dougster Bob score. The Nova got an 8 out of 40 in street. It did not rank very high because it doesn't come with pegs. It doesn't come with hub guards. The tires are okay on street. The build strength is not strong enough for big gaps and big drops, and it doesn't come with a free coaster. So it scored very low in this section. In the park section, it scored a little bit higher because it has holes for gyros, but it does not have a gyro. It has somewhat responsive geometry with that shorter chainstay and the smaller standover height. And the tires are just okay for park. The tires in general aren't very good because they're just lower quality tires. In the dirt section, we got a 10 out of 30. It got a low score because the geometry is not very mellow. The tires are okay on dirt, again, just like everything else. And the dirt gearing is okay. It's 25.9, so it's not specific for dirt, but it's not a free coaster, so it's not awful. Now, the most important section is the quality section, and this bike only got a 4 out of 40. It scored really low because of the high tensile steel frame, single wall rims, high tensile steel bars and forks. These bend so easily, and it doesn't have any warranty or guarantee. Now, the style score is it's very high. It got 27 out of 30. This is because there's multiple color options. It looks visually appealing. It doesn't look like a dinky bike, like a mafia bike. And it's fully customizable. So it is beginner quality, but you are able to switch out the handlebars with aftermarket bars, the hubs with aftermarket hubs. You can customize it however you want. And this is a good aspect for making it look however you want. My shoulder seized up. The Dougster Bob score is a 71 out of 200. It's not great, but it's definitely not the lowest that I've seen. It's not very good. So that's all of these points combined to see how it ranks up. It could do better in a lot of different sections. I wish it came with at least 2 pegs and 2 hub guards, but you're able to purchase those on your own and then throw them on. Now, some of the possible issues that I see with this bike is the frame bending. High tensile steel is very weak, so if you land a spin wrong, you nose case something, you do a big gap and land funny, your frame's going to bend. High tensile steel doesn't really snap like chromoly, but it bends, so that back end can get shifted over time. That head tube can get bent up like really bad. I see the bars potentially bending where you grip them. If you land hard, those bend down. The forks bending outwards when you case something. That's about it. That's kind of a lot, but that's about it. There's a few other common things that happen with lower quality bikes, but for the general makeup, those are some issues that I see happening with the Nova, especially as you progress to become a mid-level rider. If you're just starting out, you're not going to put that much abuse on the bike, and you're not going to see those issues as soon as someone who is a mid-level rider would see. Now, who is the Nova for? The Nova is going to be for a brand new rider, someone who's just starting out and trying to learn basic bike control. If you've been riding for a while, you should skip up and get some better quality, because this bike is not going to last you very long once you start doing some mid-level tricks. Best for a beginner level rider who does not know what they're doing. All right, and the ultimate question, would I recommend this bike? I'm going to have to say no. It is too expensive for the quality that you're getting. I think that you can find some bikes out there that are a lot better quality for a little bit higher or the same price. If you're curious what those bikes would be, fill out the free bike recommendation form in the description, and I will recommend you 3 bikes that are better than this one. So yeah, I don't ultimately recommend it, and sorry. All right, so that is the 2021 Wethepeople Nova. I really, really hope you enjoyed this review. I put a lot of effort into it, and if you can see the effort that I put in, hey, smash that like button. I'm trying to get at least 1 like on this video. Leave a comment. Tell me which bike you want me to review next. And yeah, I hope I see you in the live this coming Friday. Go get notified when that happens, and have a great rest of your day.